This is my Holborn A5 in wine. I'm just going to give you a quick look inside. You've got the front pocket, just like got a few bits and pieces in. It's quite a good one. It's the menu from the last Filofax meetup. Really good place that one. I'll just get the menu in the front there. Mainly haven't taken it out. A few other little bits and pieces. Just stuff I need to keep in there really. Nothing exciting, but it doesn't matter if it falls out, but it doesn't, because it really holds itself in there well. It's really nice. And then if we open this up, just got pens and that around the edge. A little memento from last school I was teaching at. One of the students folded me up a little bird, so that stays in there. I have got some sticky tabs that I use at the top, and I've got one down the side of my files at the minute, just to mark pages. Post-it ones, they're quite good because they're quite small. And I've got some tabs on here I don't really use very much, but I have used at the moment on my calendar page, a yearly calendar. I don't use them much because they stick at the wrong end for my idea. I thought the pointy end would be sticky, but the flat end's sticky, and so you can't really, if you take one off, you want to tab a page, you've got the arrow pointing out of the page, and I would obviously like it pointing into the page, but it's sticky on the edge, so it doesn't quite work. So yeah, I don't really use this very much, but you'll see in a minute that I have used them. I have got some more that I found in Hobbycraft. These ones are sticky on the arrow bit rather than on the flat bit, which is great, and they're a bit see-through, so you can write on them and still see through, which is also awesome, so hopefully that's a good one to use instead. Usual dashboard, some post-its on the front, and my Fly Lady stuff behind it. Little cheery pictures and the Fly Lady, just to cheer things up a little bit girly there really. It's about the most girly thing in this planner. Sort of at the front so you can see it nice and quickly. Remind yourself. There's some October to-dos from NoPlannerFailHereJarfmdotcom, and some September ones there as well. I've got my Fly Lady baby steps in here just to quick reference so I can find them and go through them. Note section, just like really basic, whatever, jotting down stuff. With the Filofax pad, obviously I can't put this at the back of the Holborn because there's not the pocket, so I'll actually keep mine in the front so I can lean on the surface when I want to write stuff down. So that's really cool there. First tab section is my important square organisation thing, whatever they're called. I'm sure there's a word for these. Like basically whether the task's urgent or urgent, important or unimportant, priority square, that's what they're called. I don't really use this for every day, it's more my school stuff, but as I haven't got a teaching job at the minute, I haven't been using that, so there's just some pages there. This is my diary section. I have this that I made on A4 paper, just fold it in half and cut it down. These are these little tab things, and you see that's the pointy end that's flappy, and the sticky end's this end. I've just used them basically to highlight sections. They have been a bit worn away because they've been just in the top of my business card slots at the top, but yeah, I don't get why the flat end's sticky and the other end's not, so I haven't really been using them apart from to highlight in there really. But that's my year calendar there, which is kind of cool. And then this is the main section that I have found really useful to not have planner fail at the moment, where everyone else seems to be having planner fail. I've got my month overview. This is October's, so it's got all the main things that are happening in the month. It's a bit quiet at the end of this month, like different colour codes for different things, and then like, obviously you can see that as a glance. And then it goes into my week on 2 pages. The main stuff I've got to do down the side there, like appointments and that, you can put the times in. And then on the other side you can like have a list of tasks you need to do, some reminders and notes, who you need to communicate with, and anything coming up the next week you need to remember. I didn't think this was going to be any use to me when I first saw it come up on the Filofax site, that Stephen and Ray have both been very helpful and produced this one. As a teacher, I use one of these pages per day to write my lesson plans out, and the teacher's planner pages that I've actually produced that are on my website Jarfmdotcom are actually similar to this in the fact that they're one day but broken up into 5 boxes on that side, and then this side's got like tasks and stuff like this, so you can just write extra information down, like notes and who you need to contact and that, which is a really useful thing. As I say, as I'm not teaching right at this moment, I haven't got them in here, but they're ready for when I do get my next teaching job. But this has been really useful in the meantime, so when you need some holidays, so when I'm not teaching and I do have my teacher planner pages in, I'll have this for the half terms and holidays anyway. I've got quite a few things been put in. Some weeks are lighter than others, but that's all good. And I've got these fantastic little sticky note things from Muji. They've got a nice sticky tab bit on the top, so you can reposition them, move them about wherever you need to. And then obviously you can either that as a to-do list, or you can have it as a, like I have at the minute, things to purchase. So you just take it off if you've got it, and then it's a running list, so using up the paper and stuff. This is actually working really well. Been putting my literally mini project stuff for class. I'm doing a course online, mark when the clocks get back. There's quite a lot of room down here, which is great, and you've got obviously all this extra space over here. I say I haven't been using it all up every week. See, some weeks are lighter than others. There is something there. Pen's too light. The Muji pen's a bit too light for this. That's why I'm liking my other pens, the Pilot V-Ball. They're awesome. And there's this purple one at the bottom here, so that's really good. And the biro, the Bics, the rest of the biro is on the page, so they come out quite well. The Muji was just a bit too light for this yellow colour, which I'm still getting used to. It's growing on me, but it's just a bit too yellow. It's a bit too lemony. I think I'd prefer it slightly toned down a bit. So next time I order some paper, I'm going to order some maybe slightly more cream coloured rather than yellow. But it's half term week, so nothing much happening then, apart from my favourite night of the year, bonfire night. And then we're going to November. So I've got my overall what's happening. When I've got deadlines for the district newsletter I need to produce for Scouts, Remembrance Parade, job deadlines, interview dates, you know, basic stuff really. And that's what's all on all my month pages. And then I've printed out the other day the rest of my pages for November. And then I've got December's month pages, which you see I've got blank on both sides of the edge, and then just the colour, just the month in the middle, so I can see what's going on. It was purely so I could put them back to back with this. If I knew how to do it and without pestering Ray too much, I would actually have them so I'd print it out automatically what I wanted, but at the minute that's a work in progress, so this will do for now. When I printed out December's, I decided to cut the side off of this one. It's exactly the same as November's one, but I've just literally taken off this extra strip down the side so I could see these little tabs that I've made on the month pages for 2013. I think that'll be kind of nice, because although I like these ones at the top, sometimes you just, I don't know, I just fancy them down the side, but I might end up putting some of these, or I'm going to put some clear tape over them just to make them a bit stronger, because they are literally only just the paper at the minute, which is quite flimsy, so I'll sort that out. But it's just nice, easy to do. Took a bit of time, but it looks quite good. Quite impressed with that, although I think I may be taking them a little bit wider, because I've got another, not quite half a centimetre down there, and this side as well, where the edge of the line is on the actual month calendar anyway, which will make the tabs just that little bit bigger. But they're quite cool. So yeah, that's basically the whole entire of my diary pages. So that's a year's worth of month overview for 2013. So that's all that. And then I've got the rest of this year for that bit. And then I've got my year overviews. I can just see at a glance there. So there's actually not that much diary pages, and I don't like keeping too much in there, and I do take it out. So like after October's finished, I will take these October pages out. I've already taken September's out, so obviously the back of the September page, but I will take these out when we've finished October. There's no point having them in there really, but I do like having these monthly pages in there, because that's really, you can plan ahead, and any details obviously you can note down on note paper in the meantime. But yeah, no, this is really useful. And this time I've actually put down the fly lady zones for which one you're working on each week. Well, I didn't have that before. I just had this plain notes section here, but I haven't really been using that, as you can tell. So I thought, what can I do with that? And I thought, well, if I can put that down the side, know what zone we're on, and you know, it'll get into my head. So hopefully I'm actually starting to do things for the zone that I need to do, like decluttering and tidying and cleaning and stuff. But yeah, so that's basically my diary. I've then got another couple of sections like project notes that I'm using for my course online I'm doing in a minute. September and October list pages, which are really not filled in, and I need to sort that out. But I've just been, I don't know, on another planet with things at the minute, and everything's sort of happening and not happening at the same time. Despite not having a job, I've been quite busy, so they're not done, but they're work in progress, so they're going to stay in there for now, because I like that. Just need to get into more of a routine. Then it goes into a section where it's about some jobs I'm applying for at the minute, and I've been jotting down some stuff to help me with the applications for that. Then go on to just some plain pages, just blank A5 pages that I've hole punched with my awesome massive monster hole punch. If you look at one of my other posts, it tells you all about that lovely thing. There's some Filofax pages that came with the Filofax, just some colour paper and stuff. And then the last sectiony bit is got these stickers in that I originally had in there for homework. When I had my paper page, it was actually fairly similar to these ones. I did my teacher plan on the sort of lilac-y coloured, but paper like I bought for the blue stuff, like these pages, but lilac. So it's more this colour, but not Filofax own paper. And I'd put it on there for like when I'd set and when I need to hand in homework to remind me. Haven't really taken them out yet, but I don't really use them, so equally they're just there. This little tab from Muji, it's quite cute. As I said earlier, that's my to buy list at the moment, or you can use it as to do's or tick boxes. And I just use the back plastic bit to slot into this business card holder, which holds it quite nicely. There. My Filofaxy business card Steve gave me on at the Filofaxy meetup in September, and then the Filofax card that was in the planner when I bought it. And then we've got the generic Filofax pages that are sort of kind of rubbishy, not really useful, that have information in you kind of might need, what have you. And then obviously my Filofax number just in case I lose it. Spare envelope, which actually was in the back, but I've put there just to cover that up for now. Some more pens, my favourite colour of these ball pens. They're kind of proper ink pens without being a fountain pen. They're really good. I really like those, much better than a biro. But there's not a massive selection of colours. There's quite a few. I mean, you can get a pink and a red, but I don't really like red for pens. I can't read it, but I love red generally. And I've got a few red Filofax, so it's a bit weird. But I find it hard to read the red. But they give us in green and bright pink as well. But I would like one of the Pilot Coletto pens, which you can have like different coloured bits in, kind of like how the Muji is, so you can get different ones of these. And I want to get one of those, so hopefully that I can get a gel pen bits for that rather than having these ballpoint pens, because I'm not really keen on them. But I love these pens, these are awesome, and it helps me colour code things. And general writing pens, I've got a really nice blue one and also a black one if you have any black, but this blue is brilliant, really love it, can't recommend it enough. Back section, really soft leather. Jess was stroking this at the Filofax meetup we had. It is super soft, really nice. And then in this back pocket there is actually a back pocket which I've got all this stuff in, and then this is a little zip pocket thing as well, which I've got some more stuff in. So I've got, like, in the zip pocket I've got like some airmail stickers, like a receipt for one of my mates went to was leaving party for going to Australia. what am I talking about? Milan, he went to Italy. And then I've got some stamps to send off some letters, because these are some letters I've received from Steph for the Filofax post she spoke about ages ago on her blog, which is brilliant. And then I've got some price list of how much it's going to cost to send abroad, which is useful, so I know how much it's going to be, or can roughly work it out anyway, so I don't put too much in and it costs a fortune. So they're all tucked away in there, so when I want to write a letter, and that's usually in there as well, spare envelope, just in case I need it. I think the good thing about this Filofax for every day use, really, not only just my teaching, is everything's in here. It's like, I don't know how many of you know about Fly Lady, but she has an office in a bag, and this is basically my office in a bag. I haven't got a pair of scissors in here because I don't want to, I don't know, just haven't got them in the leather, but I do carry a pencil case around with me as well, so anything like that can go in my pencil case. But if, at school, when I finish a lesson, if I need to move rooms because someone else needs the room, I literally shut it up, I can zip it round, and off I go. Everything's in there, it doesn't fall out anywhere, so that's really good. I love the leather, it's really nice, lovely colour, and it just really works really well for me. As a few people have mentioned, they're concerned about their rings. I'm concerned about my top ring and the second one down. You probably won't be able to see it on this video at all. It is only a slight misalignment, so I'm hoping I'm going to be lucky and it's going to be fine. But I am watching it because it is not quite there, but hopefully it'll be okay. But the others seem to be okay, it's just the top two. So we'll just have to see where we're going on that one. But yeah, so that's my Filofax. Hope you like it.